Hi guys, it's Morgan, and it's the third and last day of LeakyCon 2019 in Boston.
Oh.
I had thought about it, and yeah, and I feel like the books really coloured a lot of that in for me. And Lee, I think is very much like myself, just kind of like loud, funny. Well, thanks. I hope I'm funny, and just like energetic just enjoys kind of just being out there and just in the world of things, playing pranks and things like that. And I imagine that that was a lot of his childhood. So when he found Fred and George, it was just like siblings that he may not have had,
Yeah.
And then moving on to when the times got darker, I think everyone at that point kind of just needed to do something.
Yeah.
And I think him being a commentator, because like Quidditch, we're not doing that right now, because it's so dangerous out there. And yeah, I feel like that was still him being able to express himself like through words and stuff, without saying that Gryffindor wins, as we always do.
Did you ever think about what he might have done after Hogwarts?
Yes, I think personally that he went on to be commentator for the Quidditch World Cup, like the UK representative.
Yes.
And so yeah, that was his job every time it came through.
Yeah.
And then I think he partnered with George.
Yes. Well.
Fred, So yeah, I think that he kind of like took the place of.
Knocked him out a bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's so sad. It's awful. Oh, it's awful.
I feel like people would have come to help him though and like be around him and I can't handle it.
Sorry, Sunday morning. Everybody used to start off in a somber mood.
It had to happen. It's Harry Potter, so I mean.
In order to kind of give the time that it takes to put something like this together, in the same way that if you're organising Harry Potter fan trips, you need to know what you're talking about, you need to know it and love it, otherwise what's the point, I guess. So it is always done with care, I think. It's great.
And you've been to, now that first trip on Harry Potter fan trips, we went to one or two of the filming locations or inspirations. Went to Oxford or Christchurch College. You've been to some of the filming locations, I think.
So not many, actually. Yeah. Not many.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Most of them, I did Goathland Station, which was the original Hogsmeade station, on which you'd have gone through if you went on the train to Scarborough.
Okay.
Out on the North Yorkshire moors. So that was my first filming location. The only other two places I filmed on location were Gloucester Cathedral, where we filmed all the corridor stuff, and then King's Cross.
Okay.
That was it for me.
Oh.
Yeah, because everything else was the studio. Because obviously you don't see Percy in any of the classes or anything like that, so I never got to go to Laycock. I didn't go to, I went to Alnwick, I didn't film in Alnwick. It just took me there, sat in a hotel for a week. Not really sure why, but yeah. So you never see Percy really outside of the Great Hall, which is a set, the Gryffindor Common Room, which is a set, or the corridors, which is Gloucester Cathedral, and the Burrow, which is also a set. So, yeah.
What was he up to? In his dormitory?
It is in the dungeons.
Dungeons?
Yeah, lurking in the dungeons.
That's right, when Crabbe and Goyle are down there,
Yeah.
they're heading to their common room.
Nobody knows why.
He's just there.
I know why. And I'm not telling you.
Well, I love too, I'm looking, and there's all this confetti on the stage from last night's ball.
Oh yeah, that's...
Cakes and confetti.
That was also in my bed when I got up this morning.
Where were you keeping that?
In my hair.
Oh,
Yeah, there's probably... Actually, I'm surprised it didn't all just come out of my hat like Sash of the Law doing so much anyway. Obscure reference that's not very good. Yeah.
Okay. Making eye contact, I can't tell. All right. Okay, guys, do you have, let's pick a character from Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban, specifically.
And we both say it at the same time, correct?
Yeah, you will. I'm gonna do a countdown. You got your character. I'm loving this. Eye contact is like romantic up here. I'm like really looking at it. Okay. You got your character? Or is that too narrow? Should we just say all of Harry Potter?
No, that's fine.
Okay, it's okay. Harry Potter and the Prince of Azkaban. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Molly
Percy.
Weasley.
Percy Weasley and.
He said Percy, I said Molly.
Okay. This is more of an Order of the Phoenix confrontation, I think. But who would win in a duel and why? Who'd like to go first?
I think Molly would win. Molly would win. Percy's a coward. I've never said that before, and I don't really believe it, if I'm honest. But I'm not fighting for Percy this time. If we're in Prisoner of Azkaban, this is slightly complicated because she has yet to kill Bellatrix Lestrange in order to defend one of her children. But one thing we know about Molly Weasley is that she might seem lovely and cuddly and bouncy and mumsy, but God help you if you get on the wrong side of that woman. She will fight to kill. She's also ginger, and ginger people are quite fiery, I tend to find. Molly would win.
Micah, would you like to admit defeat now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, you know all about the fascinating history of magic and magical beings, correct? Yes, indeed. So, how did it all start? Who was the first person to pick up a stick and wave it and have something magical happen? Well, the name of the first wizard or witch is lost to history, my dear Harry. Perhaps it was a caveman? Maybe it was an ape? Or even a dinosaur? It probably was a dinosaur. Yeah, a magic dinosaur! Okay, second question. Was there magic before I was born? Yes. Like, in the 1970s? Oh, yes. Wow. How important an historical event was my birth? Well, certainly a very important part of recent history, but over the many thousands of years, wow! How exciting to be living in this exciting time where I'm alive. And just think, if I had not discovered and mastered the principles of magic, we would all be dead. Number 21, dark magic is frowned upon. Keep it to a minimum. Number 22, Hermione knows what's up. Number 23, get an owl, we have no internet. I know, it's great. Number 24, wizard internet would be cool though. Number 25, Snape looks bad. Just being honest. He's a makeover. All right, number 26, magic replenishes electrolytes. Didn't know that one, did you? Number 27, Dementors aren't that scary. Grow up, people. Number 28, it was never gonna work with Cho Chang. Finally, number 29, 2 words, one lanyard. Trust me on this one.
There's so many things that in a relationship that go unsaid, and if they were said, you wouldn't be in a relationship. It's true, and there's certain things that you have to, that the superego holds back, because then you wouldn't be able to operate in society. But if you have someone that just hears all that stuff, it's really hard to, it's really hard to navigate that. And I think that so they're both in a huge dilemma. He's in love with her, and she's in love with him, and but he's very practical. You know, he was through war, and he just wants to settle down and have his bakery, and he doesn't want to rock the boat, you know? And he thinks that they could live for a very, very long time, very happily, just like, boyfriend, girlfriend, and then take it slow. He's he's about, let's take it slow, and she's all about, let's do this now. And how could you blame her? Like if you had magical powers, and you were able to just turn to your lover and say, just come with me, and put a spell on them, and so because you feel like in your heart you know what's best, she's like, listen, let's just run away, we'll elope, we'll get married, and everything will be cool. And he hears that and is just like, no, we'll be hunted, and it won't be cool, And so you see what the dilemma is, you see why she makes the choices she does, and it's terrible that they can't be together. It's just awful.
Harry's 6th year, how many Horcruxes had already been destroyed?
The beginning of the which one?
6th.
6th year. Ooh.
Hold on, let me just go through my head here real fast.
Everybody's like, it's the end of LeakyCon, we don't have shouting in us anymore. Nobody has voices. Everybody's counting on their fingers. Do you see it all?
Shush!
Do you see it? You see it? All 3.
Oh my!
This is copyrighted music.
What's the question again?
How many Horcruxes had already been destroyed at the beginning of Okay. Chris, do you know?
Sorry.
No, I can just answer.
I don't know. I think 4.
Okay.
2.
John got it right, he said 2. Frack got it right, he said 2. It was the ring and the diary. The diary and the ring.
Wait a minute.
Hi.
Hello.
You're Hufflepuffs.
Hufflepuffs just brought us $300.
Is Dumbledore changing stuff last minute, like the first book?
All right. That means the Hufflepuff total is where'd the sheet go?
825.
The Hufflepuff total is $825.
Like they're hard workers or something.
That was Eliza. She's been waiting for this moment. You can tell she Hufflepuff power walked.
Puffed on up
Ready?
here.
Hufflepuff tribe. Anybody else want to make a last-minute donation to secure victory and honor, and money for the Star will go out, which is a fabulous foundation that helps families of kids suffering with cancer. Yeah, I said it. Everybody got real quiet.
It's hard to tell if people feel worse for the Hufflepuffs or the kids with cancer right now.
What are you talking about? Hufflepuff just moved the biggest power move we have ever seen at one, including the time that
All
I
right.
donated the difference to
So
Gryffindor
who wants to
get
give
people to
200
donate.
or 100 and how much for the Gryffindor?
What's the difference between $825 and $691?
I'm not at math.
134.
Oh,
134.
Pretty good math.
No, I think Hufflepuff deserves a win
134
with that.
is done.
With that.
Well done, Hufflepuffs. That was super cool.